Hello, 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 and welcome to another Volume 1 One Piece review and discussion.
Hello.
Chapter review and discussion. Thank you guys for tuning in and talking about another incredible chapter with us this week. The final chapter of the year.
And what a chapter it was.
What a chapter it was, dude. I've never seen... that's not true. I was going to say I've never seen you get that emotional reading a chapter, but I have.
Yeah.
But this chapter really, really got you.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely understand why. It was a beautiful chapter, bringing everything to a close and really feeling like it is bringing Kuma's backstory as a whole to a close.
Yeah. And was it confirmed? And I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm very dumb. Was it confirmed that Bonnie was watching his memories this entire time?
Essentially, at the end.
Essentially, because, or was it just that was all that was told to her and that's why she reacted that way?
No, I mean, at the very end, in the very last panel, it's her post-memory bubble. So she was seeing all of it for herself. That's how I understand it. That's how I, read it.
Mm-hmm.
So
because we saw her cry already in that position.
Right. But we didn't know what she was crying about. We knew it was about...
But it was about all of the memories, not just that one single line of dialogue.
Right. So I guess what you're asking is, was it just the final moments, I guess, or when she came into the picture, or was it everything since the very, very, very beginning? And I think it was everything since the very, very, very beginning.
So Vegapunk, straight up didn't do what he was asked of, is my understanding.
What do you mean?
Wiping his memories completely?
Well, he said that he wanted to take some of his memories to study them. And Kuma said
That's the loophole.
Chapter, Kuma
against Saturn. He's like, I'm just studying them. I'm not gonna give them away or anything or show them again to anyone in particular.
Well, Kuma said that they would disappear once they were touched, and Vegapunk says in this chapter that he's devised a way to study them without making them, without touching it, so that it goes away.
So then she touched it, they disappear. So she's the only one who also knows about what happened. Okay.
So they're
gone essentially now.
Yeah, they're gone.
So
they're gone.
Okay. I like that. Not I like that, but you know what I mean. It's, okay.
No, I know what you mean.
I just wanted to make sure because I mean, even that line in its own grants that reaction for her. But of course, everything else is Leslie P says, say F if you cried, F.
No, yeah, Mehgan was a wreck.
Because, I have a really soft spot, in stories for, dad and daughter relationships because I'm very close with my dad. So I can only imagine, doing everything that happened. Oh my gosh, so sad.
I mean, the emotion in this chapter. You and your dad cosplay Kuma and Bonnie.
That would be lit.
That would be lit. That would be awesome. And your dad would do it too.
Oh,
That's what's crazy. He'd do it in a heartbeat.
But yeah, it was really emotional. It was just obviously Vegapunk saying, your existence, the fact that you would even say that of how many people I hurt, is so the craziest, most diluted way that he sees himself is just so sad.
Yeah.
Because how could he still, after all of this, think he was the problem or think he did something wrong?
I mean,
and it's oh my God.
I understand. I completely get it. I would feel similarly if I gave my body to protect my daughter, but in doing so, I also helped create weapons for a government that isn't always fair or kind.
Yeah.
So I would also feel similarly.
I mean, in his own personal, though. That's what I'm talking about. Not what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm talking about him saying that I don't think was necessarily related to the pacifistas. I think he was talking more, that's why Vegapunk was like,
interpreted it as like him thinking about maybe like what he had done in giving his body to Vegapunk. Even though Vegapunk's intentions were purely scientific, I think Kuma was smart enough to know what else they were being used for. I took it as him thinking about that. But again, that's just me.
Yeah, because I mean, that would be insane if he thought that he did anything wrong ever.
It's interesting too, because Zigzag says right here, what was weird was that there were moments on God Valley that Kuma couldn't have seen. Roger and Rock's pirates arriving on opposite coasts, so it couldn't be all of his memories. That's interesting because obviously Kuma was on God Valley, but during the God Valley incident, but yeah, it wasn't from his eyes. Like, it wasn't from his perspective, that chapter at least. So that could make it a little bit more confusing as to where exactly his memories, start and stop in terms of what Bonnie is seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. It was really good though. I mean, this whole chapter really was like and I think that we are out of the Kuma backstory. I think it's like full circle. Yeah. So I think it was a really, really well done. And I am obviously it's like heart-wrenching, but it's just like a perfect way to end it. Perfect line to end it. And everything that we got to see. I mean, I didn't expect to like go see through his point of view, like everything that happened in Saboady, like all of that was
bringing all of that full circle. Oh my
god! And him like,
asking Vegapunk to program it so that he would, like, after losing his consciousness, protect the ship. Like,
yeah, because we're like, why would he do that? Like, what is the reason?
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, and I just love how Kuma got to see like the beginnings of the greatness of the Straw Hats and how unwilling they are to conform to like this fucked up society that they live in and the world government, and people haven't gone against the government like this on this big of a scale because they've been too scared, or they have things on the line, or whatever. And I just love to see like Kuma had those things, so he couldn't do that. He had people, I don't know, I mean, not they couldn't do that, but you know what I mean, like he did what he did because of Bonnie. Like, I don't know if he didn't have Bonnie, like he would be in the thick of it too.
Oh, right.
The revolutionaries, but it's not like she held him back from doing that, but it was a reason why he did everything he did.
Yeah, I mean, he would still be a member of the Revolutionary Army for sure. But yeah, as in terms of like everything else that he did after that, once he left that post.
Okay, I'm gonna say something controversial. Don't at me. Don't at me. But Kuma, like dang, Dragon has a son. That's crazy. Tell me why Kuma seeing Luffy do shit and is like,
seems more proud of Luffy than Dragon.
Your son's lit. I hope you know that. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, he just punched a celestial dragon in the fucking face.
It is crazy.
He's standing on business. Like, Luffy stands on business. And what
we saw the montage of Kuma being in the background throughout Luffy's life, and we got the one panel of Dragon going like, I'm going to Logtown, and they're like, why? And he's like, don't worry about it. And it was like one panel, one moment, and then it was like 5 from Kuma protecting the ship.
5 from Kuma for Luffy and the Straw Hats.
Yeah, being there when he punched the Celestial Dragon, Saboady, all these other things, Thriller Bark, like all these.
And Kuma's like, oh my god, like, he's like my idol. Like, he's my idol. He's similar to Nika.
If there's anybody that is going to do what he did, it's this kid.
But yeah, I just find it funny. And he really gave himself a pat on the fucking back, bitch. He was like, oh, like, of course he's Dragon's son because his friends are so great. I'm like,
yeah.
He just gave himself a pat on the back like, I'm great, bitch.
Yeah.
That's why Dragon's associated with me because I'm great. I was like, hell yeah, Kuma. You are.
Yeah.
You are.
It's funny because I feel like people are gonna, post like in Defense of Dragon Online, that one panel, and it's like, yeah, that was one, and he's his biological father. Kuma was there throughout this fool's whole ass life.
Well, Dwayne's like, hey, Dragon, why are you in lockdown? Just cause, bruh. I mean, it's half joking, okay, but I just find it funny that like Luffy is half of his father's age, and I feel like Kuma is like so in awe of his resilience.
Right, but yeah,
you know what I mean? And him really just doing the damn thing. And I get it, right? Dragon has different priorities, different, because you know it's like someone who runs a like, you know, we saw with Gurren Lagann. Like not everyone can be a fighter.
Right.
People have to do paperwork, which is probably what Dragon's doing.
I mean, he's a fighter too, though. 2024 is the year of the dragon. Watch.
Literally.
Watch out.
No, like literally.
No, it's literally the year of the dragon.
The Chinese zodiac.
Yeah. And that, I mean, Oda, I just feel like he's very familiar with so many other cultures and he's tapped into everything. I feel like this is his plan, bro. 2024 is the year of D-Dragon and Monkey D-Dragon.
I need to make a tweet about that.
For real.
So people can argue with me and be like, fraud. But honestly, I agree. But I'm waiting on it.
Right.
As of right now, I mean, just seeing this flashback again just like really solidifies, of course. I mean, of course we know that the Straw Hats are on a different fucking level. And we had a theory, you know, back in the day as to why Kuma was doing what he was doing. It felt so intentional where he sent them. Mm-hmm. It felt like after the time skip, like it was meant to be and we just didn't know why. And it kind of, not that we were right, but it was like, yeah, I mean, he said you need to be on this level in order to continue to,
and
in his words,
you're not on the level yet. You will be, and you can be, but you're just not there yet. And let me help you get there.
And let me help you get there so you could save the world. Like, you could save the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just like, okay, you could save a couple islands, you could become the pirate king. None of that.
Yeah.
So you could save the world. Like, that's crazy to me that he said that.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me that he said that. Not just because I want to help you become the pirate king so you can get stuff done. No, like save the world, like excluding that. Like it was just so cool.
Yeah. There's a lot to unpack this chapter. I mean, we've only touched the tip of the iceberg. We're going to go through it, talk more about it beat by beat. I also posted a Q&A question in the chat. What are your top 3 favorite One Piece backstories? They don't have to necessarily be the saddest. Just what are your personal favorites? What are your top 3? We'll go through towards the end of the stream. We'll look at that. We have our top 3s. We'll give you ours as well. We obviously have to make our predictions. There's a One Piece MASH game made by Tiberius, a member of the community that we want to play as well. A lot to get to. So let's start by shouting out some of the super chats that we've gotten. Shout out to everybody for being here, and shout out to everyone who is supporting. The first super chat of the day of the stream comes from Mr. Fan09. Let's go. Merry Christmas and happy 25K. Great chapter. And caught up yesterday's live earlier, despite all the L's Losh has had this year. The views on the greatness of the Santa Claus V's it's trash. Oh, the sequels to the Santa Claus movies is the biggest W take. Oh, so him saying that I don't like any sequel in the Santa Claus Tim Allen franchise, that's a W take. Thank you. Mr. Fan, at the buzzer, at the end of 2023, I got 1 W. Shout out. And another one from Beans D. Zaru. Shout out, Beans.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Kuma, your son is crazy cool, man. Holy fuck. He is Nika's second coming. Dragon, shuffles newspaper and goes. That's so funny.
Shuffles paperwork. You know, like stacks it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, yeah. For sure. Okay. So before we get into our beat by beat discussion, unpacking the chapter, going through it, page and panel by panel, we have to shout out, we have to thank, you know him, you love him, the sponsor of today's stream, Stacked.
Let's go.
Stacked is now on mobile. By the way, big news.
Big news, Morgans.
Let's go. Stacked is a new social video platform where communities can watch, react, and comment on videos together. The way it works is really cool. Again, it's free, completely free to sign up now on mobile. All you got to do is go to stack.com/@volume1. The way it works is that while videos play, you can leave a comment on them and they will appear across the video in real time. It really adds and brings a watch party / watch along feel to videos. You can even see the audience bar on the side that shows you how many people have watched the video with you.
Yes.
It's really, really cool. Not only do we have old content, new content on Stacked, this is a really great video to have on Stacked too.
And we also have some exclusives.
We have some exclusive content as well. Look at Theo right there. Two Theos together. Some exclusive content. We also provide early access on Stacked. And the next video that we will be uploading on Stacked will be a Straw Hat re-ranking video.
Oh.
Which is something that we haven't done in a long time.
Shooty. We have not done it in a very long time. It's been like a year and a half.
Yeah, we re-ranked.
If anything, almost 2.
We haven't ranked the Straw Hats since before the time skip. Like officially. So we finally went back, re-ranked them, and that video will be available on the 23rd, the day before Christmas Eve. Early access on Stacked. Like I said, it's free, completely free to sign up. It helps us and this channel out so much. All you have to do is go to stack.com/@volume1 or click the link in the description to sign up for free. Thank you for your support, and thank you, Stacked.
Oh, perfect timing.
That was perfect timing.
Wow, the music, perfect timing.
Let's go. We're professional over here, you know what I'm saying? All right, you ready to start going through it?
Sure.
All right. So let me pull up the chapter and we will begin.
Johnny.
Where do I have it pulled up? Right here. Here we are. Awesome. Again, another cover color spread here. Very festive.
They're having a snowball fight.
Who do you think would win in this snowball fight?
I don't know.
I mean, Luffy.
Really? I don't know.
I mean, he would smash Deku. Let's just be real about that shit, right?
Okay, well,
right
yeah,
Deku,
maybe, but like Yuji?
Yuji, like, I think he would beat Yuji. Would he beat Sukuna? I don't know. See, I want to see G5, Luffy, Nika versus Sukuna. That shit would be crazy.
Too much.
Yeah, it'd be too much. All right, but the chapter 1102, The Life of Kuma.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Really, really, really cute cover page again, dude. I love this, dude. The Glizzy Gobbler Bonnie. And is it a coincidence that we saw Saturn scarfing down a Glizzy and we got Bonnie scarfing down Glizzy?
Really?
Yeah, when he was on the ship, he was eating a Glizzy or some shit. He was eating a sausage. I don't know. The connections. The connections. Oh, yeah. And we got our updated Egghead.
Oh, yeah. Have you revealed that? Did you reveal that already?
I mean, I think I did for the Patreon members and YouTube members in that stream, but there it is. Let's go.
Let's go. There it is. Let's go. Yeah, I like this. This is funny. It's like an assembly line, and then she eats the finished product. And he's literally like, oh!
He's like, what the hell?
It's supposed to go around.
It's like the I Love Lucy shit right here. All right, so I got to switch off periodically to make sure we don't get into any trouble. But the chapter opens with Bonnie cruising the world. Okay. And really, fucking shit up, dude. Making a name for herself and her crew.
I just find it so sad that she's literally actively looking for him. Yeah. And then he would see her in a location and then blip himself away.
Yeah.
He's like, I literally can't see you. And she's so close every single time and it breaks my heart.
Yeah. I mean, she would have to literally get the jump on him. And I just think that that's impossible.
Yeah. No.
But it does break my heart, and it was sad because with Kuma, he wants nothing more in the world than to see her.
Well, yeah.
But he can't.
Yeah, he's like, please understand, like, you can't chase after me. But I find it funny. He's like, wow, a pirate is what you chose to become out of all the things you could have done.
It's kind of funny because in the chapter, Bonnie has a line where she says something to the effect of like, I didn't necessarily like choose it so much as they like labeled me that because I've been like sailing to find my dad.
Yeah, and I have a crew. But she does want to be called a captain.
She does, yeah, exactly. So she is a pirate.
Yeah,
and wants to be a pirate.
And I like that's like what you said. Like I like that she doesn't really identify like as a pirate right now in this moment. I think she does later, but I think she just like Luffy in many ways. Like that's like the most free anyone in this world could be.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sad. Then we cut to Luffy for a second, and again, this chapter was
a walk down memory lane.
A walk down memory lane for sure.
I love Ace. Love when we get to see Ace
and Jinbei reacting to Luffy and the Straw Hats taking out Arlong. That was really cool to see too. Dragon going to Logtown. Sabo's like, for what? Sabo wouldn't remember even who like Luffy is at this point.
No, not at all.
Even asking about Smoker, a face that I feel like I have not seen in a very, very long time.
Literally, yeah.
And just Ace being so geeked. It makes me happy and sad at the same time.
Well, it's crazy because we literally like just saw the last episode of Wano, and there's that moment between him and Marco where he like sees Ace within Luffy again. And I see it here too in the manga, obviously, with the Wanted poster, them side by side, because they do look so similar. And I think it's just like their joy that is so similar. Like they both have just like a really joyful spirit. I mean, it doesn't help that they both have like black hair and they look very similar. But yeah, it's emotional.
Yeah, every time I see Ace, dude, I just get emotional, man. Come on. But then we see like Bonnie even laying down the rules about the type of pirate that she wants to be.
I love this moment too. Oh my god, it's so funny. Like these men are teaching her how to put like makeup on.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's exactly how you wear it. And this little kid's like, oh hell yeah, I'm totally grown up now. And it's like they're not teaching her well. And obviously the detail of like, I had to put this thing on because if I didn't have it, then my dad wouldn't recognize me. So I have to have a piercing or something on my cheek so that he knows. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. The little homage.
Oh, there it is. We're waiting for the connection. Touch. We're waiting for why she would do that.
But it definitely, like, we knew it was purposeful, but we didn't know if it was, like, subconscious or if it was, like, Oda incorporating that into the character design.
Yeah.
But to get it here confirmed that it was Bonnie who chose to do it so Kuma would recognize her. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. But see, this is what I was talking about because this is Kuma walking down the hall of the pacifistas.
And seeing all the versions of him.
With Vegapunk. And I think this is around the time where maybe it's not here, but a little bit later. But even in this panel, he goes, this is unsettling. This is unsettling. That's like the first thing he says.
Of course. I mean, imagine seeing like versions of you, like clones.
I mean, that'd be kind of sick, dude.
And then Vegapunk's so funny. Vegapunk's so funny. He's like, this is kind of unsettling. And Vegapunk's just like, not like...
Yeah.
He's like, really? You think so? I think it's actually really cool.
Really? I have an outfit for you, really?
I have an outfit for each of them. Yeah, it's just funny how different they think. Because he's like, oh, no, I'm very proud of these.
Yeah. Well, that's what's cool about it, right? He's proud of his work.
Yeah.
But then he's shocked to find out that Dragon has a son. And he's like, yeah, dude, if you're going to study my memories, there's no point. You're trying to hide it. And this is where he makes like the Nika connection here. And we start our sort of like flashback sequence where we see them on Thriller Bark. It's so cool seeing them again. Pre-time skip. All the pre-time skip designs.
Pre-time skip Frankie, rip.
For real. Rip the go. And
this
the
moment
Zoro
again.
moment. Oh my God. This is another like moment. Iconic. Like in my top 10 moments of One Piece, this is pretty up there.
Mm-hmm.
An incredible moment.
He has exceptional friends. Oh,
sorry. Let me just switch over here. I just got.
I'm just not gonna read anymore.
No, go ahead. I mean, or have it up there because I have to switch back and forth to make sure we don't get in any trouble.
Yeah, I'll have the chapter open on my own.
He has exceptional friends, just as I'd expect of your son, Dragon. Come on, dude. And then he's at Saboady. This is when he gets called to the execution, to Marine 4, the execution of Ace. This is cutting to see like the first appearance, I believe, of Bonnie, right? When we saw them all on Saboady. And
we see her, I think we get a title card for her and her bounty, right?
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
At this point.
And we're like, whoa, like that's crazy.
And the fact that he was there and that this was the last time he would remember who she was, that he would see her face and remember and know her as his daughter, and the face, the smile. He's like got such a gentle like expression, a gentle soul.
And it's even sad. I mean, it's so emotional on so many different levels, but one of the levels for sure is obviously he knows her as a child when she was 10 years old, and he's seeing like her grow up. Yeah. He's seeing a future version of herself that he's not going to be able to see.
That's really beautiful when you think about it that way.
Because like you think about it, like your parents aren't going to see you be a very old person.
Right.
Like they'll see you like older. I mean, hopefully, but
yeah.
You'll that's so crazy.
No, it is kind of cool. I mean, it's a nice touch, right? I mean, that he got to see her grow up, even though she didn't actually grow up.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the time with her to see her get to that point. He did still get to see it in a way. Mm-hmm. So that is pretty sweet. That is beautiful. But yeah, dude, I'm a sucker for somebody always being there in the background, dude. If it's done right, which it has to be done right. There's so many ways you can accidentally or purposely like retcon things or contradict your own canon when you try to attempt to do something like this. But of course, in the hands of someone like Oda, I mean, a mastermind, it's going to be done well. And it's done so well here. It doesn't break anything. It just adds new context to things and makes the story even better. I'm a sucker for this. And so it was, of course, cool for me reading it to see that he was there in the background the whole time. He was even there for the punch of the Celestial Dragon, Charlos, everybody's favorite CD, everybody's favorite One Piece character.
And I think this is when it switched for him in this moment.
Right.
This moment, 100%. And it was a kind of a moment of like, I need to do this before the government does. Right. You know what I mean? I need to separate them so that they could become stronger before they inevitably, meet someone like me, I guess, who is on that level, who will wipe them completely out. And in case in point, Kizaru.
Yes.
Kizaru was there.
Yeah.
So he knew, shit, if I do not act right now, it's going to be over for them before they even get started on trying to save this fucked up place and world. So I need to act, and I need to act fast.
Again, I think even during that moment, and I have it pulled up here too, he's specifically thinking about, here, I'll switch over now. He's specifically thinking about, sorry, the wrong camera. Kizaru, Sentomaru, Ray Lee, like these are like super powerful. I mean, Kizaru and Ray Lee, especially, no disrespect to Sentomaru, but like these are people that they need to be able to like go toe to toe with.
Exactly. And at this point in the story, there's no way. There's no way. And we're seeing it. That's what's so crazy about it becoming full circle and it being like a tip of the hat to Saboady and those moments, because we're seeing Kizaru and Luffy go head to head right now. Some might argue that Kizaru is just kind of like passing time and not really going full out like Luffy is. But it's still crazy to see like it come full circle, really.
But yeah, I don't want to gloss over the moment either where he is seeing Luffy post Charlo's punch, and he's like, "Yo, he did this to protect a fish man." Like, yeah, it just speaks volumes of his character, and he's looking at everybody on this crew, and he's like, "No one has done anything this bold for hundreds and hundreds of years."
Yeah.
It's treason.
And it's literally so crazy that he is just passing by in Saboady like, oh, that's just the human shop.
Yeah.
That's just the way things are.
Yeah.
That's just the way things, the world will just be like this forever. And it's like, Kuma, it doesn't have to be like this.
It doesn't have to be like this. But what was cool, though, is that, and I guess, too, another thing is, like, I completely understand this is just, something personal to me, bro. But if I was in the same room as Charles, you'd have to hold me back. He'd have to hold me back.
Mm-hmm.
And some people say that they've never seen me and Charles in the same room before.
Oh.
So that also could mean something. And that comes from people in our community, like the Ramones of the community, the Conrads of the community. But no, I would, you'd have to hold me back, dude. I don't know how hundreds of years have gone by and no one slapped this man across the face. I mean, I do, again, technically understand why. But damn, I mean, fuck it, just do it. Hit him. Damn, it's the least you could do.
For real.
Yeah, man. And, he's talking, he's saying it, inner monologue, talking to Dragon, to Ivankov. I hope you can forgive me. And he's, popping them all away. This is what got me right here, dude. And I think the moment that got you is coming up in a little bit, too. But this is a moment that when we saw it for the first time, and again, watching this moment in the anime, it was a moment full of pain. This was the Avengers equivalent, dude, even though One Piece came way before and is better in every way. The equivalent of them all getting freaking blipped away or whatever, getting all, erased, turned to dust. It was so heartbreaking to see Luffy in this state. But a moment that was so important for him, but at the same time devastating for him and so hard for him. The person who he thought and felt was responsible for wanting to cause him pain was thinking in his head at the time, I'm just showing you the level you have to be on in the new world. You and your friends just aren't ready. Bro, it's like on some deep shit. It's like sometimes life is going to fucking paw you. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to not really understand why. And you're going to be like, damn, this is fucking awful. This is fucking, this hurts. I hate this. But it's because it's preparing you for bigger and better things. Praise Kuma. Damn. It's taking me a long time.
Damn.
Sorry.
That could have been really good.
Praise Kuma.
You know the full song?
I do. Praise Kuma.
Yeah. Praise Kuma. Praise Kuma.
There it is. Oh, man. Beautiful shit, though. Beautiful shit, man. Beautiful. Anyway, yeah. And that's where we're talking about at the very beginning of the stream where he says, you will someday save the world. Crazy. Now, This is where things get a little interesting because we have a conversation between Saturn and Vegapunk. Now, you tell me, Mehgan, what you think this means or could mean. Because Saturn is asking Vegapunk to put in a self-destruct mechanism. Okay, Vegapunk's not very happy about that. Is trying to argue with him about that. And even goes so far as to say and almost confirm something that I think a lot of people have been thinking could be a possibility. Vegapunk says he invented a circuit for the brain that allows one to switch between two states of consciousness, akin to a split personality. And, of course, Saturn shoots that down and says, I'm a man of science, too, so you can't trick old Saturn.
Old Saint Saturn.
Old Saint Saturn. You can't fool me. But I think Vegapunk can. And I think Vegapunk did.
And I think Vegapunk will.
Well, I think that Vegapunk did put this switch in there. Now, I don't know if people in the chat, if you agree or disagree, but I think this is why else say this? Why else say it?
Yeah, why else? But I mean, because it would just be, it's like, oh, like don't fool me. And Vegapunk's like, okay. And then just does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think Kuma's consciousness is still in there and
somewhere.
Can be restored with a flick of a switch somewhere.
Flick of a switch.
Flick of a switch. That's my Vegapunk voice.
It
was good.
not Vegapunk.
I've got an outfit for you.
Yeah, that's better.
But this is what got you, dude. When Vegapunk has received his orders and he's walking into the lab, and it's Kuma's final moments.
It's literally his final moments. He's going to just like die.
Yeah, he's going to be a husk.
Literally.
A shell.
But a husk like used for evil. And knowing everything that's happened within the story right now, thus far, like he's literally saying like, dang, I want this to happen, program me to do this, tell my daughter this. And this fool's like being ridden by Charlos.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me?
Think about that, but yeah, you're right.
It's like ridiculous. He's just a husk of a man. And it's crazy that he isn't already... His spirit hasn't been broken after everything that he's been through. Like, he went out of his way, I guess, to, like, have someone else, due to, like, curing Bonnie and all that, but, like, to break it for him. Because he's just that unshakable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's that strong.
Mm-hmm.
In his will to not ever falter. Really?
Yeah.
He just like goes on, and I guess it's because it's all he's ever known. But
since he was a kid, bro.
So
he was a kid.
It's just crazy to think like this person's just continuing to like see the good in the world or see good within other people or himself, that he's not like completely and utterly the most jaded person on the fucking planet. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then Kuma goes on to ask for that special request, programming him to protect the Straw Hat ship because he won't be there to see them grow. And now I don't think that Kuma has put it all together yet that Luffy is Nika. Like, he's not saying that Luffy is Nika, but he's saying that
they're very similar.
They're very similar. And it would be great. It would be awesome if there really was a warrior out there putting smiles on faces using the rhythm of liberation. So maybe he is like, Nika is a legend, but maybe Nika represents something and Luffy is embodying that something. But I really want him to find out and to learn that he is.
He has to.
Nika.
He has to.
Yeah.
He has to. I think this is like the setup for that because of what you just said with the switch thing, and it's some, being in there somehow, some way. I think that has to happen. He has to see it.
Yeah.
And Bonnie, has to see it too, because Bonnie was actively also looking for Nika.
Yes.
As well as
that
Kuma.
Was cool, dude. At the very end, she's like, you know what?
And so Island.
Yeah, I want to look for him too. Because wouldn't that be so cool if I could tell my dad
that I found him. Got him.
And where's she at now? Where's she at?
Where's she
standing right next to now?
Interesting.
All the pieces are coming together. But yeah, this is where he's also talking about his memories and that when they are touched, it will disappear. So nobody else can have access to these memories. I think that's just really cool. But yeah, so this is my life. I wonder how many people have been harmed or troubled by my actions. Yeah, man. Troubled.
See, have been harmed.
And I like this line a lot. Living is nothing without trouble. It's true. But then him thinking back, bro, to everything that this man has fucking been through.
From the fact that he is literally like running.
Yes,
through life.
Running through
life because he hasn't had a chance to just fucking chill.
In the anime, that's true too.
He hasn't had a chance to like stop and smell the flowers and be happy. Like, no, this man has been running through life because things keep coming up within his life that he needs to run from in order to achieve what he wants to achieve within himself and the relationships he creates, because he keeps running away because things keep leaving him.
He has to run from, his home. He has to run from his daughter. He has to run. And in the anime, this shit is going to pop off. Get your tissue boxes ready because you are going to cry more than you've ever cried. This shit is going to go so hard when it is put behind music and incredible animation. I cannot wait to see specifically this.
It's gonna be that fucking song.
Which one?
The classic sad One Piece song.
Yeah.
That gets me every time.
Yeah, dude. We cut to everybody, right? His parents, Ivankov, Ginny, Dragon, like her crew, older Ginny, Bonnie, young Bonnie, Vegapunk. I mean, everybody. Yeah, man. And this panel right here, dude, of Vegapunk. And that's why
literally like sobbing.
We've talked a lot about it since the introduction of Vegapunk, right? Like, does this man have a conscience, right? How much does he care, right? Is he a man of science first and is
emotion second,
and willing to make the sacrifice, right? If it means it's for progressing the knowledge of mankind. But again, this is here, and I don't really know if this is when he's been. I think he's still he's if he has the apple, then he's already split himself up. But he is breaking down.
Yeah,
breaking down. Like, does not even
because he sees
to pull
it.
This switch. Yeah, man. In his last moments, dude, listen, wow, Kuma, you are a hero too, not only for Bonnie, but for everyone you've ever met. Kuma, let me just tell you this, dude. Everything that is happening and everything that Straw Hats have achieved, sure, like a lot of it was, and most of it, sure, is because of their own fire, their own passion, their own drive. But it would not have been possible without you, Kuma. It would not have been possible.
Praise Kuma.
I keep looking. It's in a weird spot. The button's in a weird spot. But yeah, man. Oh, God, dude. God damn it. This was the panel that you started breaking down.
No.
Where was it? Before this?
Yeah. I mean, no, after.
Oh,
it's
after.
the last line.
Oh, okay. Thank you. There's just one last thing, Vegapunk, and he says, yeah, I know, hands freaking trembling, tears streaming down his face. I can't say how grateful I am, and we're cutting to everyone again, fucking snot in his mustache, dude, Vegapunk's mustache, on his knees, on his hands,
on his fucking knees.
And the light is coming down from the fucking heavens, dude. What the fuck is Oda on with this shit? Thank you for saving Bonnie's life. If you see her again, could you tell her something for me? And then
Queen.
Fucking eyes turn into cyborg eyes.
That's the one.
Please wish her a happy 10th birthday.
Bro, and the fact that he never knew. He never knew that she never got any of his letters. Like, not...
But she kind of did, the long way around.
He didn't.
Right.
He was under the impression that she was up to date with what he was doing.
But that might make it easier for him to think that. Think that she got his letters. It might be easier to deal that way.
Not for Bonnie.
Well, not for Bonnie, but at least, like I said, she did eventually get it. They got to her. Snail mail. The snailest of mail. Paw mail.
Well, now because she saw the memories.
Yeah, man. Holy shit, dude. A lot more to unpack and a lot more to talk about that. But now that we've made it through, I do want to shout out and make sure we're caught up on any donos, super chats. Let's see. And I think we only have one from Mugshot 55.
Thank you. They forgot to type a message out. It said, I wanted to ask if you thought Kuma was the Itachi of One Piece.
I think Kuma is Itachi is very like not similar, but I do I did have sort of the same experience.
No spoilers. I don't know anything.
Okay, seeing how his story like unfolded, right, and kind of recontextualizing what we thought about him. But I just think there's so much more heart. I felt for Itachi, and I loved Itachi. But I just think that Kuma, there's just so much more heart, so much more emotion here. Not that, I mean, what Itachi had to do and did was also like heartbreaking, and he was I felt for him, but I mean,
don't say anything, Wash.
I know. I can't. I would still put Kuma a little above him, but I definitely see the similarities.
Wow. Yeah, one of the best Egghead chapters.
Yeah, this was great. Dude.
Like one of the best.
Yeah.
If not the best so far.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
I want to read. What is this? Move the chat.
Move it.
Yes.
Up or
move it away.
Oh, move it away. Sorry.
His daughter is the only thing in his heart.
Wow.
Break
what a
next
fucking
week.
way to go out for the year, too, dude. I mean,
he really hit us with the pawpaw right now. The pawpaw.
Hit us with the pawpaw.
Oda went.
I wish I didn't feel pain no more, but I still do. But what a cool way to be able to come back in the new year, 2024, back to Egghead. I assume
it's just
back to the current events.
Like, it's sad, but it's also like, I am so glad that she has gotten this confirmed for her.
Yes.
Like, absolutely. Like she is, because she was just under the impression, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what impression she was under that. I mean, he was always there.
Yeah.
And he was always thinking about her.
But I love it. We've talked about this before, too, how she never really lost hope.
No, but still, I mean, there must have been a part of her like, damn, okay, loves work, I guess. Like, you know, like now she knows completely all of it.
Well, I think, yeah.
Which is satisfying.
In this moment, like, damn, it all makes sense.
It all makes sense. Like, he did everything he did for me. Not the Revolutionary Army, not Dragon, not the world government, not Vegapunk. Like, everything this man did from the moment I was born.
And my mom. For me and my mom.
That's
Holy
it.
Shit, dude. Holy shit.
That's it.
What a crazy way to end 2023.
And this like child is crying. Like this is just like so. There's a lot to fucking dump on a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
Yeah. All right. I want to read what you think. And this is interesting too. Panda Raymix, I think. She's only 12 years old, trying to process everything in a matter of a few seconds / minutes.
Literally, yeah.
Bro, imagine just getting info dumped. Like, you're just like, and it's like the saddest shit of all time. Like the saddest, most heartbreaking memories from a person that is really kind of no longer at the cookout.
When your Thea and Theo got a little too many beers, drinks in their system, they start saying the craziest shit you never knew once in your life. And you go, you had a sad ass fucking life.
Oh, damn.
And they release lore. They lore dump on you. You've had that happen to you? And you go,
oh, yeah. I'm a fan of it.
And they just say the most sad shit ever. And they trauma dump. They're like, oh, yeah, that reminds me of that time when like XYZ. And you're like, what did you just say?
And I'm like, oh, that's why my dad's like that.
Yeah. And that's what they straight up are like, oh my God, this is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's almost exactly the same.
Yeah, almost one for one. All right, so I want to ask or look at the answers to the question we asked everybody here. What are your top 3 favorite One Piece backstories? Doesn't have to be the saddest, but just your personal favorite. So I'm going to open up the questions tab and see what everybody's answers are. So we have Ramon saying Kuma, Odin. Odin's a good one.
Odin's in my
Really?
top 3.
Odin and Chopper.
It has to be. Like, honestly, Ramon, that might be my fucking list.
Oh, damn.
That might be my list. Or maybe, you know who also had a really bad backstory?
Who?
Oh my god, I'm blanking on her name. Sindri.
Not on my list.
I'm just saying in general. I just wanted to bring, not on my list, I'm just saying.
I think that this is a great list. Kuma, Odin, and Chopper. Well, I guess. We gotta save our answers for when we get there. We gotta save them. I think this is a great list, Ramon. I mean, damn, he's usually throwing freaking arrows, shooting arrows.
Kevin Inosa, my top 3 backstories that had me tearing up was Kuma, Fisher, Tiger, and Robin.
Kuma, Fisher, Tiger is a good one too, and Robin. We have Zigzag, Robin 1, Kuma 2, Law 3. So Robin over Kuma. Interesting. I think that, yeah, for me personally, Kuma would maybe be above Robin. We have A Beautiful Lie, Robin, Kuma, Sanji. Luis, Kuma, Odin, Robin, Fisher, Tiger, honorable mention from Luis. The Zool, Robin, Dedishi is pretty up there, sad, but this Kuma one is, I think, sadder. The Zool. Beans, my top 3 backstories are Kuma, Robin, and Odin. I'd put Nami in here because of my Nami bias, but Robin's story goes crazy. The thing about Nami, though, is that Nami, like Belmere, R.I.P., is gone. And that was fucking awful to have for a young child to have to see. But Genzo, Nojiko, the whole island is still there. They're all still alive.
I mean, but Nami literally had to be abused by Arlong like every day of her fucking life. So she
got out. And he got what was fucking coming to him. Yeah, you're right. Eventually, but she also got to like sail away from him too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but then come back. It was all for him. Everything she did was for him. I mean, it wasn't for him. She was just making money to get out of their situation. But
and to save,
still, damn,
to save her village. Sun Jin Woo, can Kuma be seen as Luffy's stepfather? I don't know if technically he can or can't, but I'll say he's honorary stepdad.
I mean, I wish.
He's got a stepmom, technically.
He's the, you know why they call him stepdads?
Why?
Because it's the dad who stepped up.
Hell yeah, let's go. Sometimes, dude. Me and my stepdad, I don't know. It was a lot of mind games. It was a lot of... A round of applause for mind games. It was very combative, but as I've grown up, our relationship is good now. Praise Kuma for that. But yeah, he is Luffy's stepdad in my heart.
Gaiman, Choo Choo, and Nola.
Choo Choo.
Choo Choo. Test at Choo Choo Nola.
Gaimon, okay, and Nola, okay. Test with the niche answer.
Arthur, what a beautiful ending. I agree.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Vermilion, Fisher, Tiger. Tiger was a G, Young, Arlong, and Jimbei. 2, Noland, Calagra, underrated goats. And 2 bros that love each other. And surprise choppers, there was a time where I loved Chopper. Come on, Oda.
Verm.
That's crazy.
He's like, there was a time, dude.
I love Chopper. I love Chopper's backstory a lot.
I don't know why my headphones keep acting up.
Oh yeah, mine too.
Yours too?
Yeah. I think the audio's off. Hello.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. I think I've temporarily fixed it, put a Band-Aid on it.
Winston, Kuma's backstory, Law, and Robin's.
Yeah.
Roland V. Dub, Buggy's Big Adventure, if that was a cover story. LOL.
Shit. Okay, Roland V. Dub.
Kuma, Odin, and Luffy, Mr. Fan said.
Skip Swaboosh.
Oh, sorry. Noland, Odin, and Kuma. And
Nolan, okay.
Dazul, my top 3 is Robin, Baby 5, and Kuma, Baby 5. Okay, Baby 5.
Baby 5? Okay, Dazul. All right, Megan, now your top 3.
My top 3, in no particular order, I would have to say Odin for sure. Reading that in Wano, I was shook off my fucking ass. I mean, like, fucking boiled alive. Like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
That is one hell of a way to go out. And it was probably one of the most visceral reactions I've had to a character, like, enduring something. I mean,
And
outside
dying.
of, like, Ace's death, but, like, yeah. Dying.
Being
Burnt alive. In boiling vat. Cauldron shit.
Odin for sure. Robin has to be in there, of course. And because Corazon, like, I have to say Law.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Chopper. I really do. I love his backstory.
Is he an honorable mention, maybe?
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's like but just because Corazon is in Law's backstory, he's one of my favorite characters. Like, I have to put him in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Chopper is, like, obviously, like it's like literally Law and, like, Chopper's. Or even, like, Robin's. But I'm thinking about, like, a visceral reaction because everything that it was tied to, really. Especially with Robin's backstory and how it all tied into, like, Water 7 and all of that. Like, it was just insane.
Yeah.
That payoff to that backstory and everything that happened was crazy.
Yeah. So Law, Robin, or in order: Odin, Robin, Law.
I didn't say in order.
Okay, but those are just your top 3. Okay. So yeah, mine are this backstory. Kuma has to be, like, number 1. And the reason I wrote down
I do like Kuma's though too.
I'm surprised Kuma's not in your top 3.
I know. I know. But it's like those are, like, so iconic.
And maybe as time goes on, it'll become more iconic for you when you see it in the anime.
I mean, I might have to knock, like, Robin.
Robin, really?
Law.
You got to knock one.
I don't have to knock one.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But I do like Kuma's. But I just read it, you know? I mean, I don't want to be, like, recency bias with it. I want to think about the ones that really stood out to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
My 3 are Kuma because the reason I wrote down Kuma has to be number 1 because this man never caught a break and he never lost hope no matter what he went through. From the moment he was born, his life was taken from him, and at every turn, when he got even a glimpse, a moment of happiness, it was fucking ripped from him, and he did everything he could to make the people in his life that he cared about happy. He did everything he could for Bonnie, everything. He gave himself up, gave himself to her so that she could have a better life. And he suffered, and he that cross he bared it with a smile, dude. Like, he was a pillar of fucking just, like, wholesomeness and just purity. He is everything, and this has not only made him one of my favorite characters, but he is and has my favorite backstory. Number 2 is Robin, and the reason I wrote Robin down is because she had to carry that with her. Her whole world was taken from her. Yeah. And she had to see it. She had to witness it. Her home being burned and everyone in it being burned.
Like, literally.
She had to see it, right? And that's already enough. But to take it a step further, she had to carry that with her, not just within herself personally, but everybody saw her as this demon child. Yes. So as a kid going through life and having to always be known as that thing, living with that.
Like, before she even had a chance.
Yeah. She's number 2. And then I'm going to, it's kind of a toss up between, like, honestly, Law and Sanji are kind of a toss up for me because the thing with Sanji is, like, for however, like, hard of a time we give him, for his gag, which has, been toned down. And recognizing the complexity that he does have as a character. This man, as a child, went through like awful things, man. He was locked up.
Yeah.
Man in the Iron Mask shit. Like in a prison cell by his father, bro. Like always thought to be nothing, that nobody cared about him, that he was worthless, that he was nothing. And again, like prison shit as a child. But I mean, he did get out. And then even his shit with Zeph too, like being stranded on that island. I mean, his Zeph backstory alone was great. But then to pile on top of that, I mean, it's hard not to include him, right? In some of the best backstories, in my opinion. But then you got Law, who lost everything. But at least Law had someone like a Corazon there while he was a child. And Sanji had Zeph, right? But yeah, who was kind of Akuma in a sense that he traveled to find a cure for this disease. There was that thing that they had in common, Korra and Kuma, which was that. But with Law, like Korra didn't really even have like that great of a reason, I guess.
No.
He just really wanted to do this, and he did have a reason. But yeah, it's so hard to rank them. But if I had to, I guess I would maybe say Law, Sanji, honorable mention. But I mean, they're so close. They're so close. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let me switch back to the live chat. Roland V-Dub, locked up, don't let me down, locked up. Sanji has 2 tragic backstories, doubled down. Yeah. I feel that Nami suffered more than Robin since she was never a slave. I mean, don't get me wrong, too. Boa has an incredibly sad backstory. There's so many characters that I thought about including. Honestly, Hiyori, too.
Yeah.
More than Momo, in my opinion. Momo, a lot of these things were thrust on him. But, like, Hiyori had to fucking, like, serve and live as a geisha with this fucking fool that did this shit to her dad. Like, quietly. Lips fucking zipped. Had to fucking just endure it for years while she waited for Momo and the samurai and Kin, who it all happened for in the blink of an eye. And she had to endure it. God damn. God damn.
But it is just also like people are saying like who, like it's not just about who's the saddest.
It's not. No, it's your personal favorite.
No, it's about in general.
But these are the reasons why, to me, I enjoy them as like stories.
Yes.
Because they made me feel very strong emotions. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this chapter before we make some predictions as to what you believe is going to happen?
I don't have any predictions.
Okay. I have 2.
I feel like I just want to just go into the year.
Okay.
Clean slate.
No expectations.
No expectations for the next chapter. Just going in completely pure.
Okay. That's fair. I respect that.
Clean like the driven snow. You know, that's how I want to go into 2024 with One Piece. Just, you know, Oda just lay it on me.
Oda, take me.
Lay it on me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. Like I really can't anticipate what's going to happen next. Yeah. I mean, we could maybe make like a general. I saw someone else say that 20, where is it?
While you're looking that up, Kevin is asking, whose backstory would you like to see next? Mine would be Fujitora. Like, what did he see to make him blind himself? Fujitora's up there. Dragon is obviously up there. Like, I want this man. I want to know his reasoning. I want to know what was so crazy in his life. What happened that was so crazy in his life to turn him into this sort of like business, all business, no emotion, this man that he is today. But what were you going to say, Megan?
I saw someone, and sorry if I didn't remember the person who said this, but they said that 2028 is the year of the monkey.
Ooh,
so if you're going to say that, maybe he'll like, Oda will wrap it up then.
Can you, like, okay. First of all, I think that Oda, I've said this a million times, but I really do think that story comes first, right? milestone chapters, things like this, if they don't like naturally align with his story, like I don't think he's going to force anything to happen, right?
But it is just funny, the coincidence.
But if it wrapped up in 2028, the year of the monkey, that would be perfect. Now I can't think of anything more perfect. Someone said Trees Wonderland said probably he saw the Gorosei and the Tenryubito and what they do to humans. I would also like to see some Gorosei backstory. They're up there too.
Oh yeah, for
Dragon.
sure. I mean, now that we know, that Vegapunk has done some like modifications on them, I want to know what specifically that he's done to them.
I need to know.
I need to know who, what their skincare is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's get into the predictions. I do have some predictions.
Sure,
so this will be a quick segment.
Cool. I'm going to run to the bathroom really quickly.
All right.
I'll be back.
I'll wait till you get back.
Okay.
To start it. I also like what Bruno's saying here. Monkey is the Chinese zodiac for good luck. And invest. I think it was also Bruno who was saying up here, Year of the Dragon, invest in dragon stocks today. My name is Josh. And I come to you letting you know that 2024 will be the year of dragon. Invest in dragon stocks today. What's that thumb thing that I feel like all politicians do? I don't know. Beans. When she was destroying countries, sure, she was helping Crocodile. Okay, you're responding. She could stop him, and she only cared about getting the poneglyph. In 4 years, don't want him to speed up for the sake of releasing it in that year. Exactly, and that's why I believe that there's a likelihood that won't happen, because I believe people have the general consensus is around 5. If that's something that Oda has said specifically or given us as sort of a loose idea of when it'll wrap up. But yeah, if it means rushing it, obviously not. But if it naturally and organically just sort of happened that way, that would be really cool. And I don't think he would speed it up. Sun Jinwoo, Fujitora might have even witnessed a rabbit hunt event. That's a great point too. But that's what, I guess to see these things, the government, the celestial dragons. I mean, Saturn, the elder, one of the elders was at this event, right? The God Knights, all these people. If you have access, if you're seeing these things, then why the fuck would you want to stay a member of this organization? I understand there are people, Kobe, Garp, many others, that are choosing to stay a part of this organization because they believe that it can be good and they can do good, and that it is just a corrupt system, but an honorable one if operated correctly, right? But damn, bro, if I show up to work, and they're having a freaking purge in the break room, I could quit. No 2 weeks. I'm out. I'm done. I don't give a fuck how much I like, or how good I feel like the place I work for is doing, because they're also doing this. And I might just join the revolution. I might just join, the pirates. I am quitting. Here's my letter of resignation. I'm not even giving you a 2-week notice. Bye. Purge in the break room and shit.
Sorry. Check on Tony.
How is he?
He's good.
Bean said, I need that Garp dragon backstory. I need to understand their relationship better. Same. Okay, so let us get into our segment. Let me cue it all up. Heavy is the head that wears the L, the segment where we Make predictions and check past predictions in a Leatherbound book made by Will T, a beautiful member of the community. Chef's kiss. That's more. Let's get into it now. I was too slow.
You could have asked me to get it for you.
I didn't want to inconvenience you. I was trying to do it without bothering you, you know?
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Wow, projecting.
All right. So I don't think there's going to be anything to stamp as a W or as a L.
I don't think so. Oh, I think, did I put something about Kuma's backstory ending in a couple chapters? Did I already get an L for that?
Yeah, I think you already got an L for that. Flashback will end in the next 3 chapters. And that was an L because it was more than that.
Okay.
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 I wrote down.
Literally okay.
No, it's fine. You're right. Kuma and Bonnie will both be able to see Luffy, a.k.a. Nika, at the same time. This is something that you wrote down that isn't a W or an L yet, but I think could still be a W. I think this could happen because of the switch. And that's something I might ask you guys too. Do you think that he will flip that switch? Either Vegapunk.
I mean, why would they bring it up?
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Kuma's memories will return to him. See, I put via the memory bubble. That's an L.
That's an L.
Because the memory bubble popped.
That's an L. I feel like I did write also that maybe Kuma's consciousness can transfer to the big robot.
You did.
That'd be crazy. Ooh.
That was a buzzer for mine.
Bruno Lima said, after this chapter, I'm going to call my dad.
You know what? There's only 2 things that make me want to call my dad, dude. It's Kuma's backstory and the Goofy movie. Both make me emotional about my relationship with my father, dude. The world government, the warlord that Ace took out as the man marked by flames. None of this.
Elizabeth said, do you write dates for your predictions? We should do that. And we're dumb that we haven't done that.
We don't write dates for all of them, but like for some of them, I write chapters. Like in this specific chapter.
But it'd be cool to write dates.
It would be. It would make it a lot harder, which I think is kind of the point.
Harder?
Right?
Why would it be harder?
Oh, like I see what you're saying. Like I thought you meant like dates.
They would come true. No, I meant when we wrote them.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's smart.
And the year that we write them.
Let's start doing that.
Okay.
Let's start doing that. I got that so backwards.
I was like, how can we? You're using like way too much future sight. That's way too crazy. Like, what the hell?
I really am. I was like, I'll do it. I'll try it.
I mean, I guess. I was like, what? Yeah. That's a good idea. We should. I don't know why we haven't done that.
Yeah, okay. I don't think any of this can be stamped one way or the other. Kizaru will betray the world government. That's going to happen in 2024. Mark my words. All right. Got to use the gold pen for the Book of L's. And I have 2 predictions that I've already kind of pre-written. I just have to transfer them to the book. Go ahead.
This isn't. I just saw this online. The Gurren movie is going to be in theaters on my birthday.
On your birthday?
Not related. I'm so sorry.
Add to cart.
Childhood's End is the 16th and the 17th, and then Gurren Lagann the movie Lights in the Sky or Stars the 23rd and the 24th.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
No, for real. Let's actually go.
No, let's actually go. Fathom Events. Let's go. Anyway.
So I put Dragon will show up. Check this shit out. In the next chapter. The first chapter of the new year to bring in the year of the dragon. Dragon will arrive. It's probably not going to happen, but that is why it's called the Book of L's.
I like it.
Dragon will show up in the next chapter. Takes me a minute to transfer it over. To bring in the year of the dragon. Okay, to bring in the year of the dragon. That is Josh, and today's date is 12/21/23. Consider it marked.
Boom.
And my other, okay. My other prediction, I guess, was that, but I feel like this might be a little bit of a repeat.
The Year of the Dragon starts at February, though.
Fuck. Can I take it back? Can I say February?
You could say February.
I'm committed. I'm already committed. It starts in February. Fuck. I'm such an idiot. Either way, get your stocks.
Sorry, guys.
Buy your stocks now. The other prediction I was going to make was that Kuma will, that Vegapunk will flip that switch. But I think I've already kind of written something similar. Actually, my memory bubble one was wrong. So, do you think that Vegapunk will have to flip that switch? Or do you think that Kuma somehow, some way, that thing will short circuit, that he maybe is aware of it, and there's a system in place that
I don't think he's aware of it now.
Stops him from switching it?
I don't think he's aware of it now. It would only work if Kuma wasn't aware of it.
But now that Bonnie is aware of it. She might.
But I don't know. I think it would just have to be Vegapunk. I'm sure that he's like the only one, except for Bonnie, that knows.
But maybe she already did.
How?
I don't know. There was a lot of shit that we didn't see. They were all running around.
Yeah.
Bonnie.
I don't know.
I'm just going to write this down. It might not be a good one, but Bonnie will. I'm going to say this. It's crazy, but or has already flip Kuma's. I'm going to call it just a memory switch. All right. And that is my second prediction on 12, 21, 23. All right. Those are the two. Dragon will show up in the next chapter to bring in the Year of the Dragon, which doesn't start till February. I'm an idiot. Bonnie will or has flipped or is going to flip Kuma's memory switch. Let's go.
Let's go.
With nothing else to stamp as an L or a W, that concludes
the last book of L's for 2023. Oh.
You're absolutely right, Mehgan. We always drop I always drop the pen.
You do.
You do too.
You do.
You do too.
You do.
All right. So there is, because again, we really just wanted to hang out a little bit longer and talk about One Piece a little bit longer because this is the last chapter of the year. So shout out to Tiberius in our community for throwing and putting together a MASH game for us to play. We played a JJK one, but are not as... See, the thing is, if we're just watching a show like casually, leisurely, I feel like we're not as like knowledgeable. Like we don't take the extra time to like research further into every like sort of detail or character. Whereas with One Piece, because we do talk about it more often, we do.
I would disagree.
You
it depends on how much I care about the series.
Okay. Damn. Got him. Fucking burned him. Roasted. Shit.
I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I mean, I like JJK. I'm just not like the biggest, like crazy fan. But yeah, not a hater. Just saying. But I do think that us doing episodes and learning more in-depth things about characters and the story, like, obviously helps.
Yes, for sure. And talking to the community, talking to other creators.
Oh, we just got rated by Par.
Oh, let's give him a song for that. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna do it.
Yeah. I want to give him the welcome.
Yeah.
Praise Kuma. Praise Par Vision. Booty Vision. Okay. All right. Where's my Par sound effect?
That's more?
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Too big, too long. Oh my gosh.
Take all the pain away.
It's not about the story. It's about agenda.
Praise Kuma.
Amen. Throw the hands of liberation. That's some more.
Praise Kuma.
Praise Kuma. Praise Kuma. Amen. Amen. Oh, you got the moon hits the sky.
That's
She in the back. Looking fine.
As hell, eating on some snacks. She a
Snack us down. turn a mile away. Cause she hates to see the pastor in all that pain.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Too big, too long.
Praise
Oh my
Kuma.
gosh.
More?
Praise Kuma, amen, amen. Kuma. Praise Kuma, amen, amen.
When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's more?
Take all the pain away. Yeah. It's a new dawn.
Praise Kuma
Amen.
Throwing hands.
of liberation. Praise Kuma.
Yeah. Praise Kuma.
Oi, oi, oi.
Amen. Yeah.
Praise Kuma. Praise Kuma.
Praise Kuma. Amen. Amen.
Oh, wow.
Praise him. Free from his celestial master that sends you
Far away from disaster.
the true king of sorbet.
I want to worship with that man all day.
The only hands I want to catch. Disciple of the sun god, return from the past. I hear the drums.
That's more?
Guess I because we played it at the same time? Holy shit. Oh my God. Had to do it to him. Thank you, Par. Shout out, Par. And that just felt like a really nice way to you know, send off this chapter. This flashback, really. I need your autograph, John, please. Come on, Leslie. Say less.
Wait, can I see those glasses for real?
Yeah. We're about to play some. We're about to play some MASH, some One Piece MASH. That we got queued up here. The only thing that we are able to do. I guess I could take a screenshot. Actually, I can take a screenshot. You look cool. I just want to say that.
I feel
You look
like
cool.
I don't know who exactly I look like.
I don't know. Do you look like you'd be maybe on a reality show or something? But a good one, one that I watch,
Oh, thank you.
one that I would watch.
What the heck?
So we got the categories are Devil Fruit, First Mate, Opponent, Grand Fleet Commander, Husbando, Waifu. The MASH game, instead of MASH, is called Meet, Marine, Emperor, Admiral, the Pirate King. That one is a stretch. The Pirate King? Just kidding. It's good. It works. I like it. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot on my end. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I swear I won't lie. I think to take a screenshot on this, I have to hit function 5. My number is 5.
5.
So Mehgan,
Oh God, don't ask me again.
it's a counting game, right?
It's hard.
But once I know where to start, so we have to start on like. Okay, I got it.
Okay,
I
so
got
it's M
I got it.
MEAT. So you count from there. I think I barely got through it last time. I'm bad at counting. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first devil fruit that you land on, I think that you exit out.
All right. And last time we were fiddling around for a long time. Last time we took too long to put this game together. So this time I prepared a little bit. And I've already written down my answers. They're not filled out, but I will share them with the class. So for devil fruits, these are devil fruits that I would like. Again, of course, I mean, this might be cheating, but how can you not want the mythical zone fruit, Sun God Nika? How could you not want that? Kizaru's devil fruit, come on now. Kuma's devil fruit, I think, would be really cool. And I just have a bias to Marco's fruit. I would love to be a phoenix risen from the freaking ashes, dude. You know, mythical zone shit. I also think that the Quake fruit is pretty sick, and I almost put that on the list, but I'm going to stick with what I got here. First mate, who would I want my first mate to be? Zoro, Marco again, Jinbei. And you know what? Frankie, the shipwright, he could make a good first mate, too.
Okay, let's go.
My opponent, who would I want to fight? Who would I want to take out? I would want to take out Dofi. That's right. Blackbeard. That's right. Kaido. And you know what? I would like to see if I could stand or survive against Shanks. Another opponent I wrote down there. Grand Fleet Commander. Who do I want to be the commander of my Grand Fleet? I put Bartolomeo. Law and the Heart Pirates. Come join the fleet. I put Capone on here too.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Another good dad. That's another good dad in the sea of bad dads. And I'm going to steal one from the Straw Hat Fleet, Hodgridon, to have an Elbaf warrior as a fleet commander would be pretty sick. Husbando / waifus, I put Robin. You know. I put Ulti. You know. I put Law. You know. I put Frankie. You know. Okay, so meat. I think we have to start. My number is 5. We have to start with meat, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So, no, that's not how you do it.
I'm pretty sure you click. You X out the first devil fruit, and then you count from there.
And then it goes all the way around. But then we have to, because we do have to start marking out meat.
No, I know, but you get to it, I think, eventually.
Okay, so we'll do it that way.
Again, I'm not sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Out.
So
X.
Nika out.
And then you count from there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jinbei, not my first mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shanks, not my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Robin, no, not Robin, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess I'm not an emperor then.
No.
Okay, that sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kuma's not the devil fruit I get either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frankie's not my first mate. 1, 2, 3. And do we skip the ones that we counted last time?
No.
Oh, we keep counting them.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5. Okay, they landed on Robin again.
No, you went.
I skipped. Okay, so Frankie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Bartolomeo is not my fleet commander. 1, and then this is out too. I don't even know why I had that again there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blackbeard is not my.
You already counted this one. It's this one.
I keep messing up. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna rewrite it. Blackbeard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Law is not my husbando. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I am not the Pirate King. Okay.
Dang.
Well, this is fucking dumb. Starting back from here again, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zoro is not my first mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blackbeard is not my opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Capone is not on my Grand Fleet Commander list, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Frankie is not my husbando. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going around.
See, this is where I get confused. This is where I get confused
too.
You have to count from the one that you just counted from, I think.
That's what I was. Okay.
That's what I was doing. Yeah. So this is where it gets confusing.
This is where it does get confusing.
Yeah. You just no. I don't know.
I think I messed it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah. It shouldn't be this confusing. It really shouldn't. We're just dumb. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Because then if you lose track, you just start from the same place over and over again.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe we'll start from because Ulti, right? So I'll start from Ulti. Yeah, she is my waifu.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's crossing out.
Okay,
Admiral.
so you're a Marine.
So I guess I'm a Marine, which honestly sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My devil fruit is Kizaru's devil fruit.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm crossing out that. So my opponent is Kaido. My first mate is Marco. And I think if I'm counting from here, right? No. Okay. So
there we go. We did it. Sorry, guys. We did it.
So my devil fruit, I have Kizaru's devil fruit. Marco's my first mate, but we are Marines, I guess. Our opponent is Kaido. The our Grand Fleet commander is Hadriden, and our husbando / waifu is Ulti.
And you're a Marine.
Boo.
Uh,
Boo. It's a hard ass game, dude. It's a hard ass game.
It's just if you lose count, it gets really confusing. But you did it. You did it.
Winston, how do you determine the number you minus by? So the number, this is in our Discord too. It's in the community live section of our Discord. There's always a link to that in the description below. So you can fill this out for yourself and post your results in the Discord. But the number's changing. So you screenshot it. And then that number is the number that you count by.
Mm-hmm.
And you always count from where you left off, scratching that one off until you go completely around the card, the mash, or in this case, meat card. And whatever you're left with in each category is sort of like what your crew would be in the One Piece world. So again, shout out Tiberius.
Yeah, thank you.
It's your kitchen.
They're fun. It's just like once you get into it, you're like, okay.
Yeah, even Elizabeth is like too confusing for my tired brain. Yeah, it's a little confusing. But yeah, super fun nonetheless. I want to make one more question for you guys because we're at the end of the year. What are your predictions? This is what I'm going to ask to kind of like bring the stream to a close. What are your predictions for 2024 in the manga? Manga specifically, obviously. What are your predictions? So I'm going to make that question now. Let me end this Q&A, and then we'll switch back and see if there have been any new answers posted there. Let's see. End Q&A. Okay. Now we add a Q&A. What are your OP predictions for 2024? So the question has been posted. Give us your answers and we will read them all. An Eam face reveal, said Sword Egg. Bro, I think that in 2024...
That'd be crazy.
It's pretty likely, I would say maybe towards the end of 2024.
Yeah.
But who knows? Elbaf. Of course we're going to Elbaf. The message from Oda.
Yup.
We talked about it in our community live yesterday, but the message from Oda, you know. I love the way he wrote it. I love how he talks about Luffy having a mind of his own, like trying to keep him from this place, but him not listening, him resisting. Also, we're going to see a face-off between that character and that character, which I think, again, we all know. I think it could literally be, there are obvious answers, but he could be throwing us for a loop again.
Yeah.
Because when he wrote his first message about matchups, when we first began the final saga, he said something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, but characters that you would never expect.
Yeah.
To like meet up or
and fight
are going to meet up and fight. And even though he said that, it still genuinely surprised me seeing a lot of the characters that we saw team up
or just meet,
fight against each other, or just meet at all.
It's crazy.
I mean, all of the Garp stuff and Kobe stuff and Blackbeard and Boa, and even when Ray Lee showed up, you know, I mean, it was so crazy. Mm-hmm. Shanks and Kid, like, what the fuck, dude? It was so crazy. So yeah.
New crew member.
Ooh. I wonder, we're gonna do a poll and we're gonna have a Q&A running at the same time. Do you think, and this might sound like a silly question, but I genuinely wonder if we will get another crew member at all, because to me it does feel like we're kind of locked in
to
the Straw Hat crew. as it is, but there will be other people that join the fleet for sure.
For sure. But,
Yeah, in terms of like the main crew of the Thousand Sunny, it feels like we're kind of locked in. Bonnie wanting to seek out Nika, though, makes me think that Bonnie might be a pretty good contender, and it is seeming pretty possible that Bonnie could join. But I'm curious, are we locked in? Will there? I'm going to rephrase that. Will there be more additions to the core Straw Hat crew? Will there be more additions to the core Straw Hat crew? Not the fleet, but the crew itself. I'm going to put by the end of the story. I mean, I just want to see where everybody's at. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to say, yes, there will be. But I want to see how many. Imagine it's 100%. 100%. People are like, yes. Moria will join Cross Guild on Perona's Mihawk connections. That has been something that I have been saying too. I really think that is going to happen. Dofi escaping from Impel Down. Let's go to the answers now that we've given some time for people to kind of like submit their stuff. Okay. So Sword Egg said Eam face reveal. A Loki reveal, said Sun Jin Woo. A beautiful lie. Lilith for Straw Hat, LOL, but Luffy and Shanks meet up. And maybe a 3 to 5 year time skip. You know, we were just talking about it too.
We were just talking about that.
As much as time skip, like me and Mehgan, I think both are suckers for time skips. And, you know, you just brought up Gurren and how Gurren tells its story with multiple time skips is something that I think we both loved. And what? Why do you look at me like that?
Spoilers!
I mean, come on now. Come on. It's a classic.
That was one of my favorite parts.
But, you know, we were talking about it in Kev's charity stream recently, that it just doesn't seem, everything already kind of seems set up for a final battle, of a showdown. Kuma already sent the Straw Hats to do the training that was necessary for them to be on the level they need to be on to go toe-to-toe with these people. So what purpose would the time skip really serve? It doesn't really feel like there would be one, or one would be necessary until the end. Like almost as an epilogue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still love it. I'm still rooting for it. I would not be mad if it happened. Because it would mean like new designs, like update. I know they get new outfits all the time.
That'd be crazy.
But new designs? Like, come on, dude, that would be so sick. Gabe Ruiz, only one of the satellites escaped with the Straw Hats from Egghead. York joins Blackbeard's crew now, and Vivi foreshadowed going to meet up with the Straw Hats. So, A Beautiful Lie said Lilith for Straw Hat as well. And I mean, I would love that. And maybe, you know, to Gabe's point, maybe Lilith would be the one that does escape with the Straw Hats. If there was one to escape, I think it would be Lilith. But I don't think, man, would any of them... York is going to be the only one to survive, and York is going to join Blackbeard's crew. That is something that I'm sticking to my guns on for 2024. Bean said Garp and Luffy have one last interaction with each other before he dies, for either his grandson or sword or both.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle it.
That's crazy. That'd be sad as hell.
The fall of an admiral, I think we could definitely see that. That was from Vexies. Gregory Ban, a Luffy Buggy rematch.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be fun. Just a cross guild, like for cross guild and the Straw Hats to cross paths. Test Dragon Devil Fruit reveal. No Eam Sama Devil Fruit reveal. At least one God Knight showcase. Rock's face reveal. Mihawk shows why he's the strongest swordsman. Kuma's memories don't return. I mean, a lot of really good stuff here. Most I'm inclined to agree with. I would love a Rock's face reveal.
Yeah.
And I think we'll get that obviously before we get Eam. I think Eam is like probably like the final reveal. So maybe we wouldn't get that next year, but a Rock's face reveal a little bit more likely.
Yeah.
And definitely probably I would bet money if I was a betting man, which I'm not because I always lose. I would bet money on Dragon's Devil Fruit reveal. Great answers.
That'd be crazy.
Great fucking answers. And as far as the poll, will there be more additions to the core Straw Hat crew by the end of the story? 76% said yes, but 24% said no. So I'm not crazy. Sword Egg said, isn't Gurren Lagann getting a movie? So they're just reanimating it or remastering it and re-releasing it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's coming to, if you live in the United States, it's coming to, I think, most theaters in January.
Mm-hmm.
So get your tickets, dude. Mr. Fan 09, I predict more good times and more sad times.
Mm-hmm.
VP is a part of the fleet now. Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
I just want to wrap it all up by saying that this has been an incredible year for One Piece.
Yes.
With the release of the live action, the announcement of the reanimation from Wit Studios, which we talked about yesterday, being in the final saga, in the manga, and now in the anime, there's just no other series that comes close to doing what One Piece is doing right now. I mean, it is breaking.
It's crazy.
Fucking records. It's really like becoming something untouchable, dude. Like it's so crazy. Like it really has been the year of One Piece. The parade too. The float at the parade. Yeah, even though it deflated and he was wearing a bucket hat, but the fan art that came from that was cool too. Even film Red, like all of it. It was such a great year.
All of it.
For One Piece. And it's going to be, I until One Piece ends, like, and even beyond that, it's just going to, I think, continue to rise in popularity. Like, going into 2024, like, 2023 was the year of One Piece, but 2024 is when, like, I feel like more people, like, really start. We've already, I think, felt it as a community, like more people coming in and joining the community. But I don't know, man. I feel like 2024 is going to really like pop the fuck off and take the fuck off. It's just like an upwards trajectory.
Yeah. For
the foreseeable future of One Piece. It's just been so insane. And we got next year, we got fucking in January, bro. We got Ryuma's the Monsters anime coming out. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. But yeah, it's been a crazy year. But here's to an even crazier next year. An even crazier 2024. Nakama for life. One Piece for life. V1 gang. Familia for life. Por vida. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
This is the best fucking community on the internet. And it's all thanks to you guys.
Love you guys.
One Piece is the best thing ever. I mean, it is. It's on the top. It's on the tip top. But that's going to do it for today's stream and our discussion on chapter 1102. The last chapter of the year. We will be doing another community live on Wednesday to it'll be, I guess, more of like a New Year's celebration stream.
Yes.
But the next One Piece chapter we cover will be in 2024.
Yes. Crazy. Wild.
So thank you guys so much for rocking with us.
Yeah.
For another great year. Yeah. I'll save the heartfelt emotional speech for the New Year's
Wednesday
stream, because that's when it's gonna feel real.
Okay, then you better write something up.
I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna get a little podium, cue some music up. But in all seriousness, you guys are the fucking best. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is...
I don't know.
We'll see you in 2024. I mean, even though we're doing that one last stream.
Sure. That's
Okay.
good.
50K in 2024.
Woo!
Let's go. Quattro. Doran Ross Stuvia. W people. Absolutely. The only L in this community is...
Bro, lost for real.
Pull the lever, Vegapunk.
Pull the lever, Vegapunk. Game. That is
That's so good.
That's good, but it breaks my heart, dude.
Happy
Leslie
birthday, Bonnie.
P. Shout out Leslie. Happy birthday, Bonnie. Damn, that's a good one.
Taco with the last minute dono. Let's go. Made it late. Wanted to wish you two happy holidays. Stay safe and enjoy your family.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Taco. Thank you.
Happy holidays to you too,
Happy
Choco
holidays
Taco.
to you as well. Happy 10th birthday, Bonnie.
Happy 10th birthday, Bonnie.
Okay,
It's
sure.
Good. It's good.
Let's
It's
do
good.
that one.
Yeah, you guys are the fucking best. Thank you guys so much. Okay, let me cue everything up. And shout out Par too for the raid.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the right screen. I think I'm on the right screen.
Quattro said on my way to In-N-Out. Mehgan, what y'all want?
Give me a 3x3 plain.
Give me a number one with grilled onions and animal style fries.
Pink lemonade.
Not for me.
For me, give me a pink lemonade.
Give me a Dr. Pepper Sprite.
Fire.
Thank you. I want that actually
You
after.
No, I'm being serious. You want to go get In-N-Out? I'm not even joking. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned because before the end of the year, too, One Piece related, we won't be live, but we do have like our first our 2 reactions to the final saga, the anime, coming out soon, too. So that'll be out before the end of the year. So look forward to that, too. Also, our Straw Hat re-ranking video. So there is some One Piece stuff still coming out from us this year. But until next time, happy birthday. Happy 10th birthday. I fucked it up. That was my bad. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Until next time,
happy 10th birthday, Bonnie. It's like Luffy's cry.
God. Yeah, man, that was a chapter.
Okay, In-N-Out.
Okay, for real though.
No, for real though.
I
I'm
need to
not
be
being
cheered
fucking
up.
serious.